Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract wealth effortlessly, while others struggle despite working twice as hard? What if I told you that the difference isn't luck, connections, or even talent, but rather your ability to tap into the universal code of abundance that's been hidden in plain sight for centuries? Welcome, divine soul. The fact that you found this video right now is no accident. As the great metaphysical teacher Florence Scovel Shinn once revealed, the invisible forces are ever working for the one who is always grateful. Your spirit has called forth this abundance code at precisely the right moment when you're ready to receive it. Has this ever happened to you? That feeling when something appears in your life at exactly the moment you needed it most. Today, I'm going to share something that might sound impossible at first. A powerful 300,000 manifestation code that could transform your financial reality within just 15 minutes of hearing it completely. Stay with me until the end, because what I'm about to reveal isn't taught in conventional financial education. This is ancient wisdom combined with quantum principles that the wealthy elite have guarded for generations. But before we begin, please hit the like button and let me know in the world you're watching from today. It's always fascinating seeing who's joining us from around the globe. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos about manifestation, abundance, and spiritual wealth principles. The universe operates with mathematical precision, responding not to your wishes or hopes, but to your commands and declarations. As Shinn wrote in her timeless works, the game of life is a game of boomerangs. Our thoughts, deeds, and words return to us sooner or later with astounding accuracy. The spoken word holds tremendous creative power when activated with unwavering belief and perfect timing. What you're about to discover might surprise, because this code acts as a spiritual key, unlocking the treasure house of infinite supply that has always been available to you. Think about it. The air you breathe is abundant and free. You never worry about running out of oxygen. What if money could flow to you with that same natural ease? Your encounter with this message today isn't random chance. It's a divine appointment set by your higher self, seeking prosperity. The spiritual realm operates beyond the limitations of time and space that govern our physical world. In that realm, the 300,000 you desire already exists, waiting for you to claim it through the correct vibrational sequence. I've seen this code transform lives across continents. From struggling single parents suddenly receiving unexpected inheritance checks to entrepreneurs landing six-figure contracts within hours of activating the sequence. The principles work regardless of your background, education, or current financial situation. The question isn't whether this abundance code works. The question is whether you're ready to release the limiting beliefs that have kept you from experiencing the wealth that is your divine birthright. If you felt a deep resonance with this 300,000 manifestation code, hit that subscribe button now to join our community of abundance activators. Each video unlocks new layers of prosperity consciousness that builds upon what you've learned today. The most powerful transformation begins with a single declaration of intent. That's why right now I invite you to type in the comments below, "I received 300,000." Now this isn't just a comment, it's a conscious command to the universe. an activation key that sets powerful forces in motion. Your written affirmation sends ripples through the etheric realm, preparing the quantum field for physical manifestation. Remember, in the journey of abundance, the word always precedes the demonstration. There's a hidden truth that ancient wisdom traditions have understood for millennia. Collective intention amplifies energetic potential. When you join others in declaring a shared outcome, you create what quantum physicists now recognize as a coherence field, a synchronized vibrational pattern that dramatically accelerates manifestation. Each comment strengthens this collective field of abundance we're creating together. That's why I suggest you amplify your energy tenfold by typing 300,000 appears in my bank account. Now, this isn't magical thinking. It's the practical application of universal law. As Florence Scovel Shinn revealed in her groundbreaking work, when we speak with authority and conviction, the universe must respond accordingly. This is the fundamental principle behind all meaningful impact in our physical reality. Your word is literally law in the realm of spirit, creating the invisible blueprint that material reality must eventually conform to. The mindset shift required here is profound. Most people have been conditioned to believe that seeing is believing. But the masters of manifestation understand that believing is seeing. Your internal certainty creates the electromagnetic resonance that attracts corresponding circumstances, people, and opportunities into your experience. This is why declarations made with absolute conviction carry such tremendous power. They bypass the logical mind and speak directly to the creative intelligence of the cosmos. Now, I want to go even deeper into this topic by exploring what actually happens in the invisible realm when you make these declarations. There's a reason why specific dollar amounts and time frames accelerate the manifestation process dramatically. The universe responds to precision and clarity far more readily than to vague wishes or general hopes. When you specify 300,000 rather than just saying more money, you provide the universal intelligence with an exact template to fulfill. Behind the eye scenes of physical reality, there exists what quantum physicists call the field of infinite potentiality. What spiritual teachers have called the divine treasury. This field contains every possibility, including your 300,000 already formed and waiting for your conscious recognition to bring it into your experience. Your declaration is the bridge, connecting that potential reality with your current experience. The revelations I'm sharing with you have transformed thousands of lives across the globe. Not because they're following some rigid formula, but because they've embraced a fundamental shift in consciousness. The decision to claim your abundance rather than wish for it changes everything. Write in the comments, I am ready to receive. If you're truly prepared to step into this new paradigm of abundance consciousness, one of the most profound revelations on your abundance journey is understanding that what you see in your physical world, your current bank balance, your material possessions, your financial struggles, these are merely effects, not causes. The true causation of every circumstance in your life begins in the invisible realm of thought, belief, and spoken word. This perspective shift is the gateway to authentic transformation. Once you fully grasp this hidden truth, you'll never view your reality the same way again. Think of the material world as a malleable substance, plastic to your word. It's continuously being shaped and molded by your dominant thoughts and expectations, patiently waiting to express what you decree with conviction. This isn't philosophy. It's quantum physics. Scientists now confirm that at the subatomic level, particles respond to the observer's expectations. Your consciousness literally reorganizes matter through focused intent. Your financial reality is simply responding to the blueprint you've been unconsciously projecting. The wisdom traditions have always known what science is just beginning to verify, that the subjective mind shapes objective reality through resonant frequency. Your habitual thoughts emit electromagnetic signatures that attract corresponding experiences. When you consciously elevate these frequencies through specific declarations, you accelerate the manifestation process exponentially. This is why precision in your language becomes so critical. The number 300, Zalozend, wasn't chosen arbitrarily for this abundance code. In the ancient science of numerology, 3 represents creation, expression, and manifestation. It's the number of the Divine Trinity, found across spiritual traditions worldwide. The zeros that follow don't represent emptiness. They amplify the preceding number's energy. This creates a powerful resonance in the field of infinite potential. This specific sum, 300,000, resonates with the frequency of immediate abundance for a profound reason. It exists in what I call the manifestation sweet spot. Not too small to limit your vision of what's possible, yet not so vast that it strains your belief system. The architecture of belief is crucial in this process. When you can fully embrace a sum as completely possible for you, without internal resistance, manifestation accelerates dramatically. Behind every significant breakthrough in human consciousness lies a decision point. A moment when you choose to align with a higher understanding, despite what your senses might be telling you. This is that moment for your financial destiny. The invisible mechanics of abundance operate through spiritual law, not chance or circumstance. You activate these laws through deliberate choice and conscious decree. Now, I want to explore the energetic dynamics that make the 15-minute window so potent for manifestation. There's a fascinating explanation for why this specific time frame creates a perfect portal for financial transformation. The relationship between focused consciousness and time compression creates an acceleration field that few understand, but many have experienced in moments of synchronicity. If you're experiencing that intuitive resonance with what I'm sharing, write divine timing in the comments below. Let's harness this divine timing by entering a state of heightened receptivity. Take a deep breath right now and center yourself. Allow your awareness to shift from the external world to the inner realm, where true creation begins. This simple practice of conscious breathing initiates a profound neurological reset, transitioning your brain waves from beta to alpha state, the gateway to the subconscious mind where transformation truly occurs. Now I invite you on a guided journey to the cosmic treasury, the infinite source where all wealth originates. Imagine standing before magnificent golden doors that tower before you, emanating a warm, inviting light. This is not just visualization. You're accessing a dimension that exists beyond physical reality, yet influences every aspect of your material world. In your mind's eye, see yourself confidently holding a golden key, one that's been custom crafted for your unique energy signature. This treasury isn't located in some distant realm. It exists within the quantum field that interpenetrates all physical reality. As you insert this golden key into the lock, Feel the mechanism respond to your touch. The doors swing open effortlessly, revealing a vast chamber glowing with golden light. This isn't merely symbolic. You're establishing neural pathways that connect your conscious mind with the infinite intelligence that orchestrates all manifestation. Behind these doors lies an endless repository of resources. Not just monetary wealth, but creative solutions, divine connections, perfect opportunities, and synchronistic events, all waiting to flow into your life experience. The abundance you seek already exists here in completed form. Your role isn't to create it, but simply to claim and receive what is already yours. Subscribe now to access more powerful manifestation codes and abundance activations. Your spiritual journey to financial freedom deserves consistent guidance, and I'm here to support your path to unlimited prosperity. This golden key you hold represents 3 interconnected aspects of your spiritual power. First, it is your faith, unwavering and complete, beyond doubt or hesitation. Second, it is your spoken word, powerful and creative, setting universal forces into motion. Third, it is the recognition of your divine inheritance as a legitimate child of the infinite. These 3 aspects form the master key that unlocks all abundance. As Florence Scovel Shinn so brilliantly proclaimed, faith knows it has already received and acts accordingly. This statement contains a revolutionary insight about the mechanics of manifestation. True faith isn't hoping for future fulfillment. It's the absolute certainty of present possession. When you embody this certainty at the cellular level, it becomes the magnetic force that irresistibly draws your good to you through the path of least resistance. The mindset mastery required here transcends conventional thinking. Most people operate from a consciousness of acquisition, always trying to get, achieve, or attain. The true adepts of abundance operate from a consciousness of recognition, simply acknowledging what is already theirs by divine right. This subtle shift creates a vibrational resonance that activates immediate manifestation. Now, I want to guide you through the specific affirmation code that activates this 300 Zalos in manifestation in the next 15 minutes. This precise sequence of words creates a vibrational signature that the universe recognizes and responds to with mathematical precision. If you've experienced moments where simply declaring something made it suddenly appear in your life, write manifestation activated in the comments below. The moment has come to activate the specific code sequence. I want you to repeat these words with me now, not as a mere recitation, but with absolute conviction that vibrates through your entire being. Divine source of all supply, I acknowledge that 300,000 is already mine in the spiritual realm. Say it aloud if you can. There's tremendous power in the spoken word. Feel these words resonating in every cell of your body, creating a harmonic frequency that aligns with the vibration of completed manifestation. This isn't just positive thinking or wishful affirmation. You're creating a precise vibrational signature that the universe must match according to the law of resonance. Quantum field theory has demonstrated that identical frequencies naturally attract and amplify each other. When your declaration matches the frequency of completed manifestation, physical reality has no choice but to conform to that pattern. Now continue with this powerful decree. I now claim and accept that 300,000 is manifesting in my physical reality within the next 15 minutes after completing this code. This timeline isn't arbitrary. It creates a focused window of expectation that accelerates the manifestation process. Your timing is perfect, and divine timing is operating through you now. The universe responds not to time as we know it, but to the intensity of your conviction. The breakthrough, in understanding that spiritual laws operate outside the constraints of linear time. In the higher dimensions where manifestation originates, everything exists in an eternal now. The 15-minute window serves as a bridge between timeless potential and your time-bound experience. It creates what mystics call a sacred portal, a concentrated field of possibility where quantum collapse occurs more readily. When you make these declarations with unwavering certainty, you're engaging in what advanced practitioners call spiritual technology, the deliberate application of universal law to create specific outcomes. The words themselves carry creative power, but it's your consciousness behind those words that determines their manifestation velocity. This is why emotional intensity, combined with crystal clarity, produces such remarkable results. Behind every significant financial windfall lies a moment of energetic alignment, often unconscious, but no less real. What we're doing now is making that process conscious and deliberate, removing the element of chance and replacing it with spiritual law. The 300,000 you're calling forth isn't being created. It's being relocated from the field of infinite potential into your tangible experience. The journey of authentic wealth creation always begins with an internal revolution, a fundamental shift in how you perceive yourself in relation to abundance. Most people position themselves as seekers of money, always chasing and striving. The master attractors position themselves as receivers, naturally entitled to wealth by divine inheritance. This identity level transformation creates a completely different energetic signature. Now I'll guide you through the next phase of this manifestation sequence. A powerful visualization technique that imprints the completed manifestation into your subconscious mind, where all true creation occurs. This process will anchor your 300,000 into your experiential reality with such clarity that you'll begin feeling its presence before you see physical evidence. If you're feeling that unmistakable resonance of truth as we speak, type quantum alignment in the comments below. This visualization technique is where true creative power is unleashed. Close your eyes for a moment and declare with me, I see this money with my spiritual vision. I feel its energy coursing through my veins. I know with unshakable certainty that it is done. This isn't merely pretending. You're activating what neuroscientists call the brain's simulator, the same neural mechanism that Olympic athletes use to perfect their performance before the physical event. As Florence Scovel Shinn brilliantly taught, the imaging faculty is the creative faculty. This revelation transforms visualization from a pleasant mental exercise into a potent manifestation technology. What you can see and feel with clarity in your imagination, you can and will hold in your physical hand. The bridge between the invisible and visible worlds is built with the materials of concentrated thought and elevated emotion. When you see this 300,000 with your inner eye, you're not fantasizing. You're perceiving a reality that already exists in completed form within the quantum field. Your sustained attention on this completed manifestation creates what scientists call coherence, a harmonized wave pattern that collapses quantum possibilities into definite outcomes. This is the hidden mechanism behind what appears to be miraculous manifestation. The breakthrough moment in your wealth journey occurs when you realize that seeing precedes physical manifestation. The architect sees the building in mind before the first brick is laid. The composer hears the symphony internally before writing a single note. Creation always flows from invisible to visible, from mental concept to material expression. You're now applying this universal principle to your financial reality. Now, let's address what may be the most crucial step in this entire process. Today, I release all poverty consciousness. I dissolve all limiting beliefs about money and prosperity that have kept my good from flowing to me. Speak these words as a declaration of freedom from the chuck mental barriers that have restricted your financial expansion. The paradigm shift happening right now is more significant than you realize. Old thoughts of lack and limitation have no power over you unless you continue to energize them with your attention and belief. Like shadows that vanish when light appears, these obsolete patterns dissolve in the radiance of your new awareness, making way for abundance to flow unimpeded. This is the true meaning of liberation. Not freedom from external circumstances, but freedom from the internal constraints you've unknowingly placed upon yourself. The journey of consciousness evolution always involves letting go before receiving. Think of your mind as a cup. If it's already full of limiting beliefs about money, there's no room for new empowering perspectives to enter. This release creates the essential space for your 300,000 manifestation to occur without resistance or delay. Behind every financial breakthrough lies an identity transformation. You're not just changing your bank balance. You're upgrading yourself, concept to align with prosperity consciousness. This internal revolution creates immediate ripple effects throughout your external circumstances. People who have mastered this process report that opportunities, resources, and synchronicities begin appearing almost immediately after this releasing step. Let me guide you now through a powerful, energetic recalibration technique that will align your entire being, mind, emotion, body, and spirit with the vibrational frequency of completed manifestation. This alignment creates what quantum physicists call entanglement between your consciousness and the 300,000 you're calling forth. If you're feeling a sense of liberation as these old limitations dissolve, write financial freedom activated in the comments below. This energetic recalibration begins with a profound recognition, a revelation that transforms your entire relationship with wealth. I understand that I am not asking for something impossible. I am simply accepting what is already mine by divine right. Let this truth sink deeply into your consciousness. You're not begging for a favor from the universe. You're not pleading for something beyond your reach. You're simply claiming what already belongs to you in the spiritual realm. This mindset revolution changes everything. Most people approach abundance from a consciousness of lack, constantly striving, chasing, and hoping for financial breakthroughs that seem perpetually out of reach. But the masters of manifestation understand a fundamental truth. You were born into a universe of infinite plenty. Abundance isn't something you need to create or attract. It's your birthright already prepared and waiting for you to claim it through your conscious recognition. Think about the journey of self-discovery that brought you to this moment. Every challenge, every setback, every financial struggle has been preparation, not punishment. These experiences weren't meant to prove your unworthiness, but to prepare you for the responsibility of stewardship that comes with true prosperity. The 300 zalas in manifestation we're activating now is simply the universe's recognition of your readiness to receive. Now, deepen this awareness with this powerful declaration. As a divine expression of the infinite, I am meant to experience limitless prosperity, perfect supply, and continuous abundance. This isn't spiritual platitude. It's a statement of fundamental cosmic law. In the words of Florence Scovel Shinn, God is your supply, and that supply is unlimited. You are simply aligning with this spiritual truth that has always existed, waiting for your recognition. The transformation occurring within you right now operates at the quantum level. Your atoms and moleculizing their vibrational frequency to match the energy signature of completed manifestation. This isn't metaphorical. It's the practical application of quantum field theory to your personal prosperity. The electromagnetic field generated by your certainty creates a magnetic attraction that draws corresponding circumstances into your experience. Behind every significant wealth breakthrough lies a moment of divine recognition. That instant when you suddenly perceive yourself as you truly are, a legitimate heir to the infinite abundance of the universe. This perception shift isn't just psychological. It creates measurable changes in your brain wave patterns, hormonal balance, and even DNA expression. The latest research in epigenetics confirms that belief literally alters genetic expression. The revelation that's unfolding for you now connects you to an ancient lineage of prosperity adepts throughout history. Individuals who discovered that financial abundance flows not from external manipulation, but from internal alignment. This alignment creates what quantum physicists call constructive interference. When waves meet in phase, amplifying each other's power, your consciousness is now creating constructive interference with the wave pattern of completed manifestation. Let me guide you now through a powerful process for removing the final internal barriers that might be standing between you and the immediate receipt of your 300 zalosen. These subtle resistance points often operate below conscious awareness, yet they can significantly delay manifestation. The technique I'm about to share creates what neuroscientists call coherent brain states, optimal conditions for rapid transformation. If you're feeling a deep resonance with this understanding of your divine birthright to abundance, write claiming my inheritance in the comments below. This process for removing internal barriers begins with a powerful declaration that establishes clear intent and divine coordination. I declare that 300,000 will manifest in my life with perfect ease, divine timing, and joyous synchronicity within these 15 minutes. Speak these words not as a wishful plea, but as a sovereign decree. You're not hoping for a future possibility. You're announcing a present reality that's unfolding with mathematical precision. The revolutionary insight here is understanding that the universe delights in surprising you with unexpected channels of supply. Most people limit their manifestations by fixating on specific pathways, a particular job, investment, or business opportunity. This mentally rigidity creates resistance to the infinite intelligence that orchestrates manifestation with perfect elegance. Your only responsibility is to maintain the consciousness of abundance while remaining flexible about the delivery system. Think of it this way. When you order a package online, you don't obsess about the specific delivery route, the driver's name, or the exact vehicle that will bring it to you. You simply maintain the expectation of receiving. This is the secret of effortless manifestation. Clear intention combined with detached expectation. The quantum field responds to this balanced state by creating the most efficient pathway for manifestation. Now amplify this decree with this powerful affirmation. All doors of opportunity swing wide open. All channels of supply flow freely. All divine connections activate now to bring this 300,000 to me. This comprehensive declaration creates what quantum physicists call a field effect, a ripple of causation that influences multiple systems simultaneously. You're not limiting the universe to a single channel, but inviting unlimited possibilities. This approach represents a paradigm breakthrough in manifestation science. There are countless ways for money to reach you, expected and unexpected, conventional and miraculous. The universe will always select the path of least resistance when you remove all mental obstacles and preconceived notions about how your good must come. This receptive stance creates what neuroscientists call open attention, a heightened state of awareness that notices opportunities invisible to the focused mind. Behind every extraordinary wealth breakthrough lies this hidden truth. The exact amount you seek often comes through channels you weren't even aware existed. The transformative journey from financial limitation to abundance requires this fundamental shift from micromanaging the how to surrendering to the infinite intelligence that orchestrates perfect outcomes. The decision to release attachment to specific outcomes creates a quantum leap in manifestation velocity. When you insist that money must come through a particular channel, you're actually limiting the universe's capacity to surprise and delight you. This release creates what spiritualists call divine appointment. That magical intersection of preparation, an opportunity that feels like destiny in motion. Let me guide you now through powerful energetic activation that connects you directly with the universal flow of abundance. This technique creates what consciousness researchers call coherence, a harmonized state where your thoughts, emotions, and energy field align with the frequency of unlimited supply. This coherent state dramatically accelerates the manifestation process, collapsing time frames from months or years into minutes or hours. If you can feel this field of infinite potential opening around you right now, write abundance activated in the comments below. This energetic activation connects you with a profound, but often overlooked aspect of universal abundance. The angels of abundance are working on my behalf. The invisible helpers of the universe are arranging circumstances in my favor. This isn't metaphorical poetry. It's a recognition of the intelligent forces constantly operating behind the scenes of physical reality. These metaphysical allies are already coordinating perfect circumstances for your 300,000 manifestation. Ancient wisdom traditions across cultures have always recognized these benevolent forces. What some call angels, others name divas, guides, or divine intelligence. The dable matters less than the recognition that you're never manifesting alone. As Florence Scovel Shinn brilliantly taught, infinite intelligence knows the way and will reveal it to you. This supreme intelligence sees pathways and possibilities invisible to your limited perception, orchestrating synchronicities that appear miraculous from your perspective. The revelation transforming your prosperity. Consciousness right now is the understanding that trust amplifies manifestation. When you release the need to micromanage every detail and surrender to this divine orchestration, you remove the primary obstacle to immediate manifestation, your own limited thinking. This surrendered state creates what quantum physicists call phase coherence, a harmonized wave pattern that dramatically accelerates manifestation. Consider this empowering truth. This 300,000 will arrive through expected and unexpected channels, business opportunities, divine ideas, inspired actions, gifts, windfalls, and perfect timing. The universe is not limited to your current understanding of how money can come to you. The transformation happening in your consciousness now is an expansion beyond conventional thinking about wealth creation. Most people operate with tunnel vision regarding financial increase, fixating on salary raises, specific investments, or particular business models. The breakthrough insight is understanding that the universe has access to infinite channels, many of which haven't even entered your awareness yet. Being open to surprising and delightful means of receiving doesn't dilute your manifestation. It accelerates it exponentially. Behind every extraordinary Feinsinnerchen lies this hidden truth. The most significant breakthroughs often arrive through unexpected doorways. The inspired idea that creates $1 million business. The chance meeting that leads to a life-changing partnership. The synchronistic timing that places you in exactly the right place at the perfect moment. These aren't random accidents, but precisely coordinated events, arranged by the intelligence that responds to your conscious command. The journey into prosperity consciousness requires this fundamental identity shift from seeing yourself as a lone creator to recognizing yourself as a co-creator working in partnership with infinite intelligence. This collaborative approach activates what spiritual scientists call the amplification principle. When aligned consciousnesses unite toward a common purpose, manifestation power multiplies rather than merely adds. Let me guide you now through a powerful vibrational recalibration technique that specifically attunes your energy field to the frequency of completed manifestation. This creates what advanced practitioners call a manifestation vortex, a concentrated field of coherent energy that pulls your desire from potential into actuality with remarkable velocity. This technique has helped countless individuals collapse time frames from years to minutes in their manifestation journey. If you've ever experienced a moment where something arrived in your life with surprising ease and perfect timing, write divine orchestration in the comments below. This vibrational recalibration begins with a powerful energetic practice that few understand, but the wealthy have always intuitively known. I charge every dollar that comes to me with the energy of infinite supply. I bless my bank accounts with the consciousness of ever-increasing abundance. This isn't metaphysical poetry. It's practical energy work. Money itself is a living frequency that responds directly to your thoughts, emotions, and intentions about it. The breakthrough insight transforming your relationship with wealth right now is understanding that money is not merely inert paper or digital numbers. It's a dynamic energy field that resonates with the consciousness you bring to it. When you consciously bless your finances with positive energy, you literally increase its magnetic power to attract more of itself. This awareness creates what quantum physicists call constructive interference. When aligned, wave patterns amplify each other's strength. Think about how most people relate to their finances with anxiety, worry, and constant monitoring from a consciousness of potential loss. This fearful attention actually diminishes money's energetic potency. The wealthy elite have always understood that money thrives when treated with appreciation rather than desperation. This paradigm shift from scarcity to abundance thinking doesn't just change your psychology. It alters the actual electromagnetic field surrounding your financial affairs. Now anchor this understanding with this powerful declaration. I declare that my financial reserves are overflowing. My prosperity is expanding, and that money flows to me like a mighty river that never runs dry. Speak these words with absolute conviction, feeling the energy of this truth resonating in every cell of your being. You're not describing a future hope. You're announcing a present reality, unfolding now through your conscious recognition. The universe operates on the fundamental principle of circulation. Energy must flow to remain vital. As you expect more to flow in with unwavering certainty, you create the precise vibrational condition for that to occur. This expectation isn't wishful thinking. It's a powerful attractor field that the universal intelligence responds to with mathematical precision. Behind every significant wealth story lies this hidden truth. The catalyst for financial breakthrough is often a decisive shift from seeing money as scarce and difficult to recognizing it as abundant and natural. This perception shift isn't just psychological comfort. It creates measurable changes in your brain wave patterns, altering what neuroscientists call your default mode network, the background operating system that filters your perceptions and opportunities. The journey to authentic prosperity always involves this fundamental identity transformation from seeing yourself as someone who struggles with money to recognizing yourself as someone naturally aligned with abundance. This isn't pretense. It's reclaiming your original design as a being meant to experience overflow in every dimension of life. The 300,000 manifestation we're activating isn't an anomaly. It's the beginning of your return to natural abundance. Let me guide you through a powerful technique that removes the final subconscious blocks to receiving this immediate financial influx. This process addresses what psychologists call upper limit problems, unconscious ceilings we place on our own prosperity based on outdated programming about worthiness and possibility. When these hidden barriers dissolve, manifestation accelerates exponentially. If you can feel a new relationship with money forming within you right now, write "Money loves me" in the comments below. This technique for removing subconscious blocks begins with a profound recognition that transforms your entire perception of manifestation. Every moment of every day, the universal forces are working to increase my wealth and elevate my financial consciousness to new heights. This isn't wishful thinking. It's acknowledging the constant operation of spiritual law behind the scenes of your material experience. The revolutionary insight here is understanding that divine activity never ceases. Even when you sleep, even when you're conscious, mind's focused elsewhere, the spiritual principles you've activated continue operating with perfect precision, bringing your good to you through the most efficient channels. This awareness creates what consciousness researchers call a background field effect, a continuous attractor pattern that works independently of your moment attention. Think about how this transforms your relationship with manifestation. Most people believe they must constantly monitor, strive, and struggle to create financial increase. The breakthrough perspective is recognizing that the universe is already predisposed toward your abundance. Your role shifts from exhausting creator to aligned receiver, a far more efficient and enjoyable position in the manifestation process. The catalyst for this transformation is a deep cellular level acceptance of your inherent worthiness. I affirm with complete conviction, I am worthy of receiving 300,000, not because of what I've done, but because of who I am, a divine being entitled to abundance. Speak these words not as a hopeful affirmation, but as a recognition of immutable truth. Feel them resonating through your entire being, rewiring neural pathways that may have carried limiting beliefs about your deservingness. This represents a fundamental paradigm shift in prosperity consciousness. Your worthiness is inherent in your being, not dependent on external circumstances, past achievements, or others' validation. It is your divine inheritance, as natural and unquestionable as your right to breathe air or feel the sun's warmth. This recognition creates what psychologists call identity level change, the most powerful and permanent form of transformation. Behind every extraordinary financial breakthrough lies this hidden truth. The decisive moment came when the individual stopped trying to earn or prove their worthiness and simply claimed it as their birthright. This mindset revolution creates immediate ripple effects throughout your energetic field, dissolving resistance, patterns that may have blocked your good for decades. The journey into authentic abundance requires this fundamental identity decision. From seeing yourself as someone who must qualify for prosperity to recognizing yourself as someone naturally entitled to it by divine design. This shift isn't arrogance. It's accurate self-perception aligned with spiritual truth. The 300,000 manifestation we're activating now is simply the external evidence of this internal realignment. Let me guide you through a powerful consciousness technique that creates what quantum physicists call spontaneous symmetry breaking, a radical reorganization of energy patterns that allows new possibilities to emerge seemingly out of nowhere. This process creates the optimal conditions for immediate manifestation by aligning your thoughts, emotions, and energy field with the completed reality you're calling forth. If you've experienced moments where everything in your life suddenly shifted after a profound realization, write Quantum Leap activated in the comments below. This consciousness technique begins with a powerful embodiment practice that transforms your entire energetic signature. I am wealth in expression. I am prosperity in motion. I am abundance made visible in human form. These aren't just affirmations. They're declarations of your essential nature. As you speak these words, feel yourself shifting from someone who seeks prosperity to someone who expresses prosperity as your natural state of being. As Florence Scovel Shinn so brilliantly declared, you must act prosperity, see prosperity, feel prosperity, to manifest prosperity. The revolutionary insight here is understanding that embodiment precedes manifestation. Most people believe they must first see evidence of wealth before they can feel wealthy. The masters of manifestation reverse this process. They embody the consciousness. First, knowing the external evidence must follow with mathematical precision. This represents a fundamental paradigm shift in manifestation science. Rather than trying to acquire abundance as something external to yourself, you're recognizing as your essential nature expressing through you. This identity-level transformation creates what neuroscientists call whole brain coherence, a harmonized state where your thoughts, emotions, and physiology align with your highest vision, accelerating manifestation exponentially. Think about how this changes your entire approach to wealth creation. Instead of asking, "How can I get more money?" you begin asking, "How can I more fully express the abundance I already am?" This subtle but profound perspective shift creates an entirely different energetic signature that the universe responds to with immediate recognition. The journey transforms from effortful pursuit to joyful revelation. Now anchor this embodiment with this powerful declaration of divine protection. No person, circumstance, or condition can prevent what is already mine by divine decree. This 300,000 is protected and preserved for me. Speak these words with absolute conviction, feeling the safety and certainty they create throughout your being. What God has planned for you cannot be intercepted or diverted. Your good is specifically designed for you and must reach you. This awareness of divine protection creates what spiritual scientists call a sovereign field, an energetic boundary that prevents interference with your manifestation. Most people manifest from a consciousness of vulnerability, constantly worried that their good might be intercepted, delayed, or denied. This protective declaration establishes an unassailable channel between you and your 300,000 manifestation. Behind every remarkable wealth breakthrough lies this hidden truth. The decisive moment, when the individual stopped seeing abundance as fragile or uncertain and recognized it as divinely assured. This perception shift doesn't just change your psychology. It alters the actual quantum probabilities surrounding your manifestation, creating what physicists call constructive interference patterns that accelerate desired outcomes. The revelation transforming your prosperity. Consciousness right now is understanding that authentic manifestation is less about acquisition and more about alignment. You're not trying to get something you lack. You're simply aligning with what is already yours in the spiritual realm. This alignment creates what consciousness researchers call harmonic resonance, a state of perfect vibrational matching between your awareness and your desire. If you can feel this unshakable certainty rising within you now, write "divinely protected" in the comments below. Let's activate perhaps the most powerful catalyst for immediate manifestation, a state of being that literally collapses time frames between desire and fulfillment. I give thanks that even as I speak these words, 300,000 is already in motion toward my experience. I feel the gratitude of already having received. This isn't just positive thinking. It's a precise, energetic practice that transforms your entire relationship with manifestation. Gratitude in advance is the highest form of faith. When you genuinely feel thankful for some before seeing physical evidence, you create what quantum physicists call temporal entanglement, a phenomenon where future outcomes influence present conditions through nonlinear causality. This advanced state of consciousness literally collapses time and brings your demonstration into the present moment, accelerating manifestation exponentially. The breakthrough insight, transforming your prosperity consciousness right now, is understanding that gratitude isn't just a pleasant emotion. It's a powerful attractor field that reorganizes quantum possibilities into physical certainties. Most people believe gratitude should follow manifestation. The masters of abundance reverse this sequence. They give thanks first, knowing that gratitude is the catalyst, not merely the response. Think about the revolutionary impact this has on your manifestation journey. Instead of waiting weeks, months, or years to feel the joy of receiving, you activate that exact emotional signature now, creating what neuroscientists call embodied cognition, where your brain and body can't distinguish between vividly imagined experiences and physical reality. This creates the precise biochemical state that attracts corresponding circumstances. Now deepen this transformation with this powerful declaration of freedom. I am free from the bondage of financial limitation. I am liberated from all fears regarding money. I stand tall in my divine prosperity. Feel these words resonating through your entire being, dissolving any remaining anxiety or uncertainty about your financial future. Financial freedom is first a state of mind, not a number in your bank account. This represents a fundamental paradigm shift in wealth consciousness. When you free yourself mentally from limitation, the external conditions must reorganize to match your consciousness. This isn't magical thinking. It's the practical application of what psychologists call cognitive restructuring, combined with the quantum principle that observation affects reality. Your perception literally shapes the events and circumstances you experience. Behind every remarkable financial transformation lies this hidden truth. The decisive revelation occurred in consciousness before any external evidence appeared. This inner liberation creates what spiritual scientists call an ascended template, a higher dimensional pattern that your physical reality must eventually conform to through the law of correspondence. The journey to authentic abundance requires this fundamental decision to claim your freedom internally before external circumstances reflect it. This inner declaration isn't denial or pretense. It's recognizing a spiritual truth that transcends temporary appearances. The 300,000 manifestation we're activating now is simply the visible evidence of the freedom you're claiming in consciousness. Now I want to guide you through a powerful integration technique that anchors this new prosperity consciousness at the cellular level. This process creates what biologists call neural consolidation, the permanent encoding of new patterns into your nervous system, making your abundance consciousness your new default setting rather than a temporary state. If you can feel this profound inner taken root within you now, write financially liberated in the comments below. This integration technique centers on perhaps the most overlooked aspect of manifestation, your emotional state. I feel a deep sense of peace knowing that my financial needs are met abundantly. I feel the security of divine supply flowing without interruption. As you speak these words, allow yourself to genuinely experience these emotions, not as future possibilities, but as present realities. Feel this peace and security saturating every cell in your body. The revolutionary insight transforming your prosperity consciousness right now is understanding that your emotional state is the truest indicator of your manifestation progress. It's not your thoughts, your words, or even your actions that determine your manifestation velocity. It's the consistent feeling, tone you maintain throughout the day. When you feel genuinely peaceful about money, you open the floodgates of prosperity that anxiety and worry had previously constricted. This represents a fundamental paradigm shift in manifestation science. Most people believe they feel peaceful once they see evidence of financial security. The masters of abundance reverse this sequence. They cultivate peace first, knowing it's the causal factor, not merely the result. This peaceful certainty creates what neuroscientists call a coherent brain state, the optimal condition for intuitive insights, inspired action, and synchronistic opportunities. Think about how this transforms your entire relationship with wealth creation. Instead of the exhausting cycle of worry, striving, and temporary relief, you establish peace as your baseline state, regardless of external conditions. This inner sanctuary becomes the fertile soil where your 300,000 manifestation takes root and flourishes with remarkable speed. Now, let's address perhaps the most significant transformation in your prosperity consciousness, the recognition of abundance's true purpose. The 300,000 I receive is not just for my benefit, but to bless others, to circulate more good, and to be a demonstration of divine abundance in action. This perspective shift changes everything about how you receive and relate to wealth. As Florence Scovel Shinn so brilliantly taught, the more you give, the more you receive. This isn't spiritual platitude. It's a reflection of that fundamental law of circulation that governs all energy, including financial energy. The purpose of prosperity is not accumulation, but circulation of good. When money flows through you rather than merely to you, you become a living channel for abundance rather than a stagnant reservoir. The journey to authentic abundance requires this fundamental identity shift from seeing yourself as a lone consumer of wealth to recognizing yourself as a divine conduit for universal good. This expanded identity creates what spiritual scientists call field amplification, a dramatic increase in your manifestation power through alignment with the universe's natural tendency toward expansion and blessing. Behind every extraordinary wealth story lies this hidden truth. The individual discovered that financial increase wasn't the end goal, but rather the means for greater impact, contribution, and demonstration. When your prosperity benefits others, you tap into a manifestation current far more powerful than personal acquisition could ever access. Now I want to guide you through a powerful decree that establishes your new identity as a divine channel for unlimited supply. This declaration creates what consciousness researchers call sovereign alignment, perfect congruence between your individual purpose and universal intention. If you're feeling this expanded sense of purpose for your prosperity right now, write divine channel activated in the comments below. This powerful decree establishes your new identity with absolute clarity. I am the perfect channel for God's unlimited wealth. I am the fertile soil where prosperity takes root and flourishes. Feel the profound truth of these words resonating through your entire being. This isn't spiritual poetry. It's a recognition of your essential function in the cosmic economy. You are not creating abundance. You are allowing it to flow through you, like a clear channel that carries water from its source to where it's needed. The revolutionary insight, transforming your relationship with wealth right now, is understanding your true role in the manifestation process. Most people exhaust themselves trying to generate prosperity through sheer force of will and endless action. The masters of abundance recognize a more efficient path, keeping the channel clear, the right thinking, and allowing universal intelligence to handle the how. This awareness creates what consciousness researchers call effortless receptivity, a state of relaxed allowing that ironically accelerates manifestation. Think about how fundamentally this shifts your approach to financial abundance. Instead of the exhausting push to make things happen, you focus on removing internal blockages and maintaining clarity of intention. Like a gardener who doesn't strain to make plants grow, but simply creates optimal conditions, you're creating the perfect environment for your 400,000 manifestation to materialize naturally and effortlessly. This perspective transformation leads to a profound realization about your broader purpose. I am living proof of divine opulence on earth. My life demonstrates that spiritual law works with mathematical precision when rightly applied. This isn't ego or arrogance. It's recognizing the inspirational impact your prosperity journey has on others. Your success becomes living evidence that encourages others to trust in the invisible supply that surrounds us all. The journey to authentic abundance always involves this identity evolution. From seeing yourself as a struggling seeker to recognizing yourself as a walking demonstration of spiritual law in action. This shift creates what metaphysical teachers call a resonance field that naturally inspires and elevates everyone who encounters your energy. Your prosperity becomes not just personal gain, but a lighthouse guiding others to their own abundance. Behind every remarkable wealth breakthrough lies this hidden truth. The individual recognized that their success served a purpose beyond personal comfort. It provided tangible evidence that universal principles work when properly applied. This recognition creates what spiritual scientists call aligned purpose, perfect congruence between personal desire and universal intention that dramatically accelerates manifestation. The decision to serve as living proof transforms your entire relationship with abundance. You're no longer manifesting from a place of lack or need, but from a desire to demonstrate what's possible for everyone. This elevated intention creates what consciousness researchers call causal empowerment, the ability to influence reality from the level of primary causation rather than secondary effects. Now, I want to guide you through the final activation phase of this 300,000 manifestation sequence, a powerful declaration that collapses all remaining time barriers between you and your immediate financial increase. This decree creates what quantum physicists call non-local causation, effects that appear to violate conventional notions of time and space through quantum entanglement. If you're ready to serve as living proof that these spiritual principles produce tangible results, write divine demonstration in the comments below. This final activation phase begins with the most powerful element of manifestation, your sovereign command. And now I command with absolute 300,000 appears in my financial experience within 15 minutes of completing this code. Speak these words not as a hopeful wish, but as an absolute decree that sets universal forces into immediate motion. Feel the authority resonating in your voice as you make this declaration. The breakthrough insight. Transforming your relationship with manifestation right now is understanding the creative power of authoritative speech. As Florence Scovel Shinn so brilliantly described, speak the word, and then do not do or say anything that contradicts it. This isn't casual advice. It's revealing the exact mechanism through which reality shifts in response to consciousness. Your word spoken with unwavering certain becomes the blueprint that universal intelligence follows with precision. Most people dramatically underestimate the creative force of their spoken word. They make declarations and then immediately contradict them with doubt, worry, or negative self-talk. This mixed messaging creates what quantum physicists call destructive interference patterns, waveforms that cancel each other out, neutralizing manifestation power. The masters of abundance maintain complete congruence between their declaration and their subsequent thoughts, feelings, and actions. The catalyst for immediate manifestation is this unbroken chain of certainty from initial command through the 15-minute window of materialization. This unwavering stance creates what consciousness researchers call a coherence field so powerful that it literally reorganizes probability into certainty. The 300,000 you're commanding isn't being created. It's being relocated from potential to actual through your focused intention. Now anchor this command through the power of strategic repetition. The 300,000 is already mine. The 300,000 is already in my possession. The 300,000 is already flowing into my accounts. This isn't mindless recitation. It's a sophisticated technique for reprogramming your subconscious mind, where all true manifestation begins. Repetition deepens impression. Each time you declare this truth, you drive it deeper into your subconscious mind, where it becomes the operating system for your experience. The journey to authentic prosperity always involves this fundamental identity decision to speak with the authority of a divine creator, rather than the hesitation of a hopeful beggar. This perspective shift creates what neuroscientists call selective perception. Your brain begins filtering reality to show you evidence that confirms your declaration, while screening out contradicting information. This perceptual shift accelerates manifestation by creating a self-reinforcing feedback loop. Behind every remarkable financial breakthrough lies this hidden truth. The individual learned to maintain perfect consistency between their declaration and their subsequent thought patterns. This inner alignment creates what spiritual scientists call vibrational integrity, a state of perfect congruence between conscious intention and subconscious programming that dramatically accelerates manifestation velocity. Now, I want to reveal a powerful technique for maintaining this state of certainty throughout the 15-minute manifestation window. This practice creates what quantum physicists call a probability collapse, the transformation of multiple potential outcomes into a single definite reality through focused observation. If you can feel this absolute certainty vibrating through your being right now, write command activated in the comments below. This technique culminates in perhaps the most powerful declaration of the entire sequence, one that seals your command into the fabric of reality itself. As I decree, so it is done. As I command, so it appears. As I declare, so it manifests. Amen. Feel the finality of these words as you speak them with complete conviction. Your word is not a suggestion or a request. It's final and absolute. The universe hears and responds to your decree with yes as its only possible answer. The revolutionary insight transforming your prosperity consciousness right now is understanding the immutable law of correspondence between your word and your experience. What you declare with unwavering certainty must materialize in your physical reality through the same principle that causes an apple seed to become an apple tree. It's not miracle or magic. It's spiritual law operating with mathematical precision when rightly applied. Take a moment right now to feel the power of these words reverberating through your entire being. They are not mere sounds emanating from your vocal cords, but cosmic forces that rearrange the very substance of your reality at the quantum level. This feeling that accompanies your words, this emotional resonance, is the creative energy that gives them life. Let this feeling saturate every aspect of your consciousness, creating what metaphysical scientists call a coherent field of manifestation energy. The catalyst for immediate transformation is understanding that words combined with feeling create your reality. Words alone are merely intellectual constructs, but words infused with genuine emotion become living forces that reorganize the electromagnetic field surrounding you. This field then attracts corresponding circumstances through the principle of resonance. Like attracting like with unerring precision. Most people dramatically underestimate the creative power of their emotional state. They focus exclusively on the words of their affirmations while neglecting the feeling tone that activates them. The breakthrough occurs when you recognize that emotion is the fuel that powers your declarations, transforming them from empty phrases to living decrees that the universe must honor. The journey to authentic abundance requires this fundamental awakening. From seeing yourself as a passive observer of reality to recognizing yourself as an active creator through your words and feelings. This identity shift creates what consciousness researchers call causal empowerment, the ability to influence reality from the level of primary causation rather than merely responding to effects. Behind every remarkable manifestation, testimony lies this hidden truth. The individual discovered how to maintain perfect congruence between their words and their emotional state. This inner harmony creates what spiritual scientists call creative coherence, a state where your thoughts, feelings, and declarations align with such precision that manifestation becomes virtually instantaneous. The decision to fully embody the feeling of your desired reality before seeing physical evidence represents the highest form of faith and the most powerful catalyst for immediate manifestation. This embodied knowing creates what quantum physicists call observer effect, the phenomenon where conscious observation collapses wave functions into particle reality. If you can feel this powerful resonance of certainty vibrating through your entire being right now, write creative power, activate in the comments below. Now, I want to address a question that may be arising in your mind. How can a simple code, a sequence of words and declarations possibly bring 300,000 into your life in just 15 minutes? This is where many people stumble on their manifestation journey. Attempting to process spiritual mechanisms through logical frameworks that weren't designed to comprehend them. The answer lies in understanding a fundamental truth about the nature of reality. Money isn't a physical object. It's energy. And energy responds instantaneously to directed consciousness. As Florence Scovel Shinn so brilliantly explained in her groundbreaking work, the invisible becomes visible through the spoken word. This isn't metaphorical poetry. It's revealing the exact mechanism through which all creation occurs. Your word literally serves as the bridge between potential and manifestation, between the quantum field of infinite possibility and your tangible physical experience. When you speak with absolute authority, you're initiating a process of materialization that operates outside conventional time constraints. The transformation occurring within you right now represents a profound paradigm shift in how you relate to manifestation. Most people approach the U versus F, humble petitioners, making requests, hoping for favorable responses, and waiting passively for results. The breakthrough insight is recognizing that when you speak with unwavering faith, you're not making a request at all. You're activating an immutable spiritual law that must respond with mathematical precision. This represents a revolutionary understanding of how reality works. The universe doesn't respond to need, desperation, or wishful thinking. It responds to knowing, that unshakable certainty that vibrates through your entire being when you've aligned with truth. This certainty creates what quantum physicists call constructive interference patterns, waveforms that amplify each other, accelerating manifestation exponentially. The journey to authentic prosperity always involves this profound revelation. The discovery that spiritual law operates with the same reliability as physical law. Just as gravity functions without exception, the law of manifestation works with perfect consistency when all conditions are met in consciousness. When you establish the correct vibrational frequency through your thoughts, feelings, and declarations, the manifestation must follow with scientific certainty. Behind every remarkable financial breakthrough lies this hidden truth. The individual discovered how to operate in perfect alignment with universal law, rather than struggling against it through doubt and uncertainty. This alignment creates what spiritual scientists call quantum coherence, a state where your energy field harmonizes perfectly with the frequency of completed manifestation, collapsing time frames dramatically. The decision to work with spiritual law, rather than against it, represents the single, most significant turning point in your abundance journey. Instead of exhausting yourself through endless action without aligned consciousness, you're focusing on establishing the precise internal conditions that make manifestation inevitable. This strategic approach creates what mystics call effortless accomplishment, achievement without struggle through perfect alignment with natural law. Now, I want to explore the specific pathways through which your 300,000 manifestation is likely to appear in these next 15 minutes. The universe has access to channels of delivery that may not have even entered your awareness yet. This open receptivity to unexpected blessings creates the optimal condition for immediate manifestation. If you're experiencing that profound inner knowing that something significant has shifted in your energy field, write law activated in the comments below. Let's explore the specific pathways through which this 300,000 manifestation is likely to appear in the next 15 minutes. The extraordinary revelation that most seekers miss is that abundance arrives through multiple channels, often surprising and unexpected ones. Your 300,000 may appear as an unexpected refund you'd forgotten was due, an investment suddenly skyrocketing in value, an opportunity that materializes seemingly out of nowhere, an inheritance you weren't aware of, or most commonly through channels you haven't even conceived of yet in your current frame of reference. The breakthrough insight, transforming your manifestation journey right now, is understanding that your role is not to dictate the how, but to maintain the consciousness of already received. This represents a fundamental paradigm shift in how reality creation works. Most people exhaust themselves trying to micromanage the exact pathway of their manifestation, unwittingly creating resistance through their limited perception. The infinite intelligence that orchestrates all creation knows the quickest, most elegant way to deliver your good through the path of least resistance. This strategic surrender creates what consciousness researchers call quantum receptivity, a state of heightened awareness that remains open to all possibilities while maintaining absolute certainty about the outcome. Think about how this revolutionizes your entire approach to manifestation. Instead of fixating on a specific delivery method, you're establishing the precise energetic signature that attracts corresponding circumstances through multiple channels simultaneously. The decision to release attachment to specific pathways creates an immediate expansion in what's possible for you. The universe has access to delivery systems beyond your current awareness. Synchronicities, unexpected connections, and perfect timing that appear miraculous from your limited perspective. This open receptivity, combined with unwavering certainty, creates the optimal conditions for immediate manifestation. If you're feeling this resonance, this unmistakable knowing that something profound has shifted in your energy field, I encourage you to strengthen your declaration in the comments. Write 300,000 received within 15 minutes, or I am 300,000 richer right now. This isn't casual social media engagement. It's a powerful manifestation technique. Each written affirmation anchors your faith more firmly in the physical realm, creating what spiritual scientists call multiple points of manifestation for your prosperity. Behind every extraordinary financial breakthrough lies this hidden truth. The individual created numerous anchor points for their manifestation, not just in thought and feeling, but through tangible declaration in the physical world. These external reference points create what quantum physicists call observer effect amplification. Multiple consciousness fields collapsing. Probability into certainty through focused attention. The journey to authentic prosperity requires this fundamental understanding that manifestation operates through both internal alignment and external declaration. When these two aspects harmonize perfectly, you create what metaphysical teachers call a manifestation bridge that collapses time frames and accelerates materialization exponentially. Now, I want to guide you through a powerful technique for maintaining perfect certainty throughout the 15-minute manifestation window. This process creates what consciousness researchers call timeline compression, the acceleration of future events into present experience through focused intention. This technique has helped countless individuals collapse manifestation time frames from months or years to minutes or hours. If you can feel that subtle shift in your energy field, that signals something significant is already in motion. Write divine timing activated in the comments below. This technique for maintaining perfect certainty throughout the manifestation window is anchored in one of Florence Scovel Shinn's most profound teachings. The game of life is a game of boomerangs. Our thoughts, deeds, and words return to us sooner or later with astounding accuracy. This isn't just inspirational philosophy. It's revealing the exact mechanism through which reality responds to consciousness. The prosperity consciousness you're cultivating in this sacred moment returns to you multiplied through the principle of resonance. Each positive expectation creates a corresponding experience in your reality with mathematical precision. The revolutionary insight transforming your relationship with manifestation right now is understanding that your consciousness doesn't just influence your future, it creates it. Most people, their thoughts as private internal activities, disconnected from external reality. The breakthrough occurs when you recognize that every thought, feeling, and declaration is a vibrational broadcast that the universe receives and responds to without exception or delay. This represents a fundamental paradigm shift in how you approach wealth creation. Instead of seeing prosperity as something you must chase or struggle to attain, you're recognizing it as the natural result of maintaining a specific consciousness. This awareness creates what spiritual scientists call causal momentum, a self-reinforcing cycle where each positive expectation generates evidence that strengthens your conviction, accelerating manifestation exponentially. The journey to authentic abundance always involves this profound revelation: the discovery that you're not merely predicting your financial future, but actively creating it through the consciousness you maintain, moment by moment. This creative power isn't something you need to develop. It's already operating through you continuously. The only question is whether you're using it consciously or unconsciously. Beloved soul, you have now activated the 300,000 manifestation code. This isn't metaphorical language or wishful thinking. It's acknowledging the precise vibrational sequence you've established through these declarations and embodied feelings. The wheels of abundance are turning. The forces of prosperity are moving, and your demonstration is at hand. This is the moment of transition, where a visible potential begins its journey into visible manifestation. The catalyst for immediate results is maintaining this elevated consciousness throughout the 15-minute window of materialization. Keep your expectations high, your certainty unwavering, and your receptivity open to receive through multiple channels. Divine ideas always fulfill themselves. In my life was a favorite affirmation of Florence Scovel Shinn. This powerful declaration is that the 300,000 you've claimed isn't a random desire, but a divine idea planted in your consciousness for a specific purpose. Behind every extraordinary financial breakthrough lies this hidden truth. The individual recognized that their desires weren't merely personal wishes, but divine ideas seeking expression through them. This perspective shift creates what consciousness researchers call divine alignment. Perfect congruence between individual desire and universal intention that dramatically accelerates manifestation. Now I want to reveal the most significant factor that determines the velocity of your manifestation: the degree to which you maintain unwavering faith, despite temporary appearances. This unwavering certainty creates what quantum physicists call a coherent field that reorganizes physical reality at the subatomic level. If you can feel this divine idea of 300,000 fulfilling itself in your experience right now, write divine fulfillment in the comments below. As we come to the close of this sacred activation, I want to acknowledge the profound energetic shift that's occurring within you right now. The 15-minute window has opened, and the universal forces are already orchestrating the perfect circumstances for your 300,000 manifestation. What you've experienced today isn't just information. It's a vibrational recalibration that continues working in your consciousness long after our time together ends. If this message resonated with your soul, if you felt that unmistakable inner recognition that transcends mere intellectual understanding, I'd love for you to join our community of conscious creators. Click that subscribe button to stay connected with these activation codes and spiritual technologies. Each video builds upon the last, creating what metaphysical teachers call an ascending spiral of prosperity consciousness. The energy exchange of leaving a like on This video helps amplify the manifestation field we've created together. It's a simple yet powerful way to strengthen the energetic bridge between potential and manifestation. Not just for yourself, but for everyone who encounters this message. If this divine appointment was truly meant for you, write "divine timing brought me here" in the comments below. Your declaration creates what consciousness researchers call a confirmation field that anchors your manifestation in the physical realm while inspiring others on their abundance journey. The 300 Zaozen code we've activated today is just the beginning of what's possible when you align with universal law. There's a video right here that reveals the next step in this prosperity sequence. A powerful technique for maintaining this elevated consciousness permanently rather than temporarily. Click and continue with me. Oh, there as we deepen this transformation together. The universe has brought you this far. Trust that same divine guidance to lead you to the next revelation awaiting your discovery. Thank you